Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the fourth day of your this boot camps. And today we talk about what is green environments, what is eco-friendly, what is sustainability. And not just for the Set 2 student that we are coming in this time for next year, 2022. But I think this issue, this challenge has been surfacing most of the time in the whole entire world. So let's move on to this. Okay, being a green ambassador, will you want to take this challenge? I know you guys has been busy with your own CCA, with your own study. Are we ready? As you know, can see the word COP26. This was just recently completed in the World Theater in the whole entire world. And please don't just look at it for today's lesson and just watch the video and then forget about everything. Seriously, I think this will really impact to your day-to-day lifestyle, starting from now and all the way to many generations to come. Because I think, in my opinion, the first time when cavemen start to use fire, okay, start to use those beside fire and other things, it might start already kind of spoiling the environments. But needless to say, there's no choice. In order to survive, most of us will kill certain animals for food, for clothing, and for warmth. Take out the fur of some animals, which is definitely wrong. But slowly, surely, and definitely, they are cutting down on all these things. Okay, my next slide will tell you, are you ready to be a green ambassador? What does it mean to go green? Okay, go green means to pursue knowledge and practices that can lead to more environmentally friendly and ecologically responsible decisions, and the lifestyle which can protect the environment and sustain its natural resource for the current and the future generations. Now, children, you know, you're just only coming to 13 or even not some barely child plus coming to 13 or even next year 14 years old. What are you going to plan to do? Maybe at the end of the day lessons, we'll see what is your ideas. What are you going to do? Like, okay, Warren, will you be advocate to say, hey guys, I'm anti-plastic one, okay? No more plastic. Will you bring your own container? Will you bring your own straw? Will you bring your own bag? You know, when IKEA started to bring your own bag, I cannot get used to it. You see, why I pay lah? What's wrong with using plastic? You know, why was such a big company also cannot afford? But my mentality changed, Warren, Jimmy, and most of you. I cannot take it now because I feel that if we don't do something, okay, we're going to really impact the world and affect the whole entire world and also affect my next generation. If not, that's it, man. It's not the right thing to do. Okay. So going green reduce air pollutions. You agree with me? Okay, going green is not only just wait, I block something block. Okay. What happens when you go green? So going green reduces air pollution and environmental toxin that could affect our body immune system that fight infections. And it's very true for my elder son, children. Every time when the Indonesia burning the trees, the haze came to Singapore, my elder son will have breathing difficulties, asthma, rashes in this, okay, things like that. So not only that he also exposed to diseases and fatal illnesses. I can't imagine those people. Alex and Pingshen, are you in? Pingshen? Just now I saw Pingshen in, but I don't know what happened. She's not in yet. Okay, things like this will affect your health. Things like this will not be, as what I mentioned, it's not good because it will not only affect the environment, but also, you know, you'll carry these bad bacteria and genes. Bacteria are bad, sorry. Bad genes and bacteria into your body and continue to bring on to the next generations. Okay, so come back to this. Another advantage of going green is that it helps us to decrease the number of pollutants. Look at this bad. Poor thing, the mother and this is really well taken. I don't know how when all the icebergs are melted, you know, what happened with the mom still can survive lah, okay? But what about the wait now, I just need to this here. There's somebody just came in, so I'm just giving them access to login. Hi, Ricky. Good morning. So,
Hi.
yeah, hi, morning. So you can see the poor mother and the bear crunching to each other, you know. Okay, the mother bear still can survive, have a good stamina to swim, but what about the young bear, the polar bear, poor thing? Okay, next we're gonna talk about by making eco-friendly lifestyle choice into habits. Are you gonna take the very first step? Are you ready for the change? For this moment, are you really willing to do something that is going to be so advocate? Do you know some Singaporean kids, they really start doing their eco planting, their eco waste, e-waste, or no, recycling, the ups. No, Singapore talk about the 3R, right? The reduce, reuse, and recycle. Are we ready for that anytime sooner or later? I think it should be now, because today's topic is very critical, that not just for comprehension, it might come up from your essay writing, especially for IP student. And I remember a few years ago when I was teaching the RV, one of the social studies is about sustainability, about, you know, the new water, right? I think all of you heard about the new water. That Singapore is important because water is very essential. And such a small country, we have the best resources like water. You can turn on your tap and drink it immediately. You go and, I hate to use the word try, okay, you go and try or you can do it in other countries. I don't think it's safe enough to drink water from the tap itself. Okay, so look at this. Do you have a choice? Do you want to see this to happen to the next generations? Okay, you see the earth is like draining and burning. I like this. I didn't mean I say I like this picture. I find this picture is, I love dolphin a lot. Can you imagine the dolphins are filled with all this rubbish and these poor dolphins are taking in? You know, these dolphin mammals are going to be extinct, right? And then with people like us who are every day, you know, recently about these 2 years, agree not, Tianyi, Shu Yang, and Jimmy, all of you agree not, that because of now, we have to stay at home, so there's a lot of bad food, right? Like people will send food to your house, right, Kaiwen, right? So your packet, that all the styrofoam, all the plastic, and all the what paper, okay, paper cup, fine, all the plastic cup, plastic straw. No, after you eat ready, after you have eaten ready, you will throw away to your dustbin, right? And then this dustbin, the people will come to trash. Because my friends are doing this e-waste, okay, they collect a lot of rubbish and say, wow, this year is so horrible. There's a lot, right? So much things, right? And then Qianlu, can you imagine with all these, like, especially during Chinese New Year, right? Because now they're all, you know, eating and a lot of things, all the waste. How are they going to dispose, right? Han Ning, you agree? With all these things coming out, how are we going to dispose? And then now, you know, there's this island, right, where they put all the Sumakao, I think, Sumakao, where this island is for dumping all the waste. Okay, so eco-friendly, here we are going to introduce you that we are using the recycled fish net. Later, my founder's boss will talk about time, that we are using the recycled fish net, where those fishermen in Indonesia, they throw away their fish net and we reuse it and upcycle it into carrier, into bag. Okay, these are all, you can see here is a seed pencil I was talking yesterday. And this, you see the red color and the blue color. This is where after you use, you know, your pencil until here, so sharp, you can plant the whole entire pencil into the soil and it will grow into a plant. 真的是循环啊 Vicky and Ping Shen. 真的, Ping Shen, can you call our dear friend to come in? Alex, do you have Alex? Huh? Okay, eco-friendly is female lab products provides by the B2B and B2C. Why? How do you live every day? Okay, now I'm going to invite. Are you here to save the world? Okay, I'm going to invite my founders. If you can, you just type in the chat and say good morning to her. Okay, so the other one is the other colleague. Hi, good morning. Hello, good morning. They are all the way from Indonesia, so give them some time to log in to that, right? Thank you. Hi, Calista.
Hi, Raymond.
Hi. Yeah, in Bali, right?
I just got back from Bali. I'm already back in Jakarta.
Oh, wow. I missed the place in Bali.
Yeah.
Everything there okay in Bali?
Yeah, everything is good. Their vaccination rate is almost 100%. So far
Oh,
it's safe there.
okay. So I think hopefully next year we can go there.
Definitely we should.
Yeah, I have a bad experience that time I was there because of my diarrhea. So I hope this time I'm strong enough to be there. Let's wait for Fanny to log in. Thanks for coming in, Calista.
Yes, Raymond, no worries.
Yeah, these are all my leaders, the students who want to find out more about eco-friendly style. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Hi everyone. I hope you're excited for this because it's actually very interesting and trying to be eco is definitely the future.
Yeah, we can't see you, so sorry. We can't see
Oh,
your face.
sorry about that. My Wi-Fi is really bad. If I turn on the camera, it's gonna keep exiting the Zoom.
Understand. Hi, Fanny. Good morning, boss.
Hi, good morning, Raymond.
Hi, hi. So this is
How
my
you
boss,
doing?
Fanny. Yeah, the founder for Eco-Friendly. So before we start on from what we're going to do for what Miss Fanny is going to talk about, let's share a video first. Wow, that is really horrible, right, guys? See the place with all these things happening. I didn't know that, really all the under the seabed, there's so many things around in hiding. And wow, it's really bad to our fellow living things in under the sea. Hi, good morning, Fanny. Welcome to this class for SAT2 students. They come from various schools in Singapore, right? So I find that this is important to advocate them to talk about sustainability and green. So back to you, Fanny. I already co-share for you. Really. Hope you can share your screen.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Raymond. So hi, good morning, everyone. Nice to see you here today. And I'm so glad I have the opportunity to share a little bit on what we're doing and what is the root cause for us to start this impact startup. So you are basically the futures of this earth. So whatever you're doing now, not only later on when you've grown up, but also starting now, it will affect what is going on to our earth. So I just share with you like a short video on what is currently going on during this recent pandemic. And you notice that there's so many plastic trash and in different kind of forms that polluting our ocean, and not to mention those that is ended up in the Semakau landfill that you probably also more familiar at in Singapore. So and this is not only just in the ocean, but we're talking about deep sea. So it is a little bit frustrating in the way that what we are actually using or every day, it's actually affecting not just humanity, but also the environment, and in this case, is the habitat of the one in the oceans. Okay, so imagine those trash, get caught onto the turtles, eaten by fishes or bigger fishes, and we as a human, will then catch them at some point, and we're gonna eat the fish. So you see, whatever we're throwing out there will eventually return back to us. And this is the reason why, so I'm gonna start a little bit on a little of the findings of what the divers actually collect. So obviously you see the disposable mask that we probably using every day, and the gloves that we even just medical or we are using if you're shopping in the just a plastic single-use one that is using in the food courts, and all those cans and bottles, and especially plastic bottles that again we throw away almost every day, and plastic toys and clothes, So sometimes, the unworn clothes in order to avoid this. And I'm going to show with you later on. But I just want to show you that, you see, majority as plastic bottles. You see here, a part of course, all the mask. The
Wi-Fi is a bit
disposable every day. Yes. Am I cutting off?
Yeah, a bit. The Wi-Fi is lagging.
It's okay. I will try to stop my video, and I'm just going to show the photos instead. Okay. So yeah. So all those waste that you see that is being collected under the just like the deeper side of the ocean, eventually will piles up. So I mentioned that 8 billion people are throwing their single-use mask every single day, times 365 days. So you do the math, all right? So what I'm trying to say here is that, so you can also see, this is just one of the plastic waste problem. So whatever you throw in your dustbin, at home, in the kitchen, you have to be more aware that that will last 600 years, 1,000 years, 2,000 years. Those plastic bottles also won't compose itself. It's just going to be there forever. Styrofoam, thousands of years, wouldn't turn into anything natural. It's just going to be a toxic materials that it's ended up, in our environment. Okay, so these are the facts, and you can definitely search more about what is actually happening, and hopefully, of course, hopefully it's not something that is a little depressing for the young generation, because we
So it's cut off. The Wi-Fi, okay. The Wi-Fi is off again. Sorry. The Wi-Fi is off again. Give me a while first.
Just my Wi-Fi, because it's been raining whole morning, so perhaps the connection is not so good.
Same here.
Can you
hear
me clearly now?
Yeah, here also raining very badly this morning.
Right. Okay, so basically, yeah, hopefully this facts is not something that is, make you feel, something really bad. But actually it could be an encouragement for us to do something of our parts to, the future. And exactly why I started Eco-Friendly. I had become a managing director in the logistic company in Indonesia. And after 5 years, and I see the facts that, all of these are happening. And for me, that I have to do and start something in order to make a better future for the younger generations. So I started Eco-Friendly about 2 years ago. And the concept is basically to make things more sustainable options, more available easily, and hopefully educate more people like you. We also work with a lot of colleges, in order to, raise more awareness of what is actually going on currently in the, in the environment. So eco-friendly is one of the largest sustainable products. So we would like to focus not just for individuals like us, giving you more options, but also for the corporations. So for a bigger, because they have a bigger also impact by providing you, the customer, and by the customer choosing what is right for them. Can you actually reuse it? What is the materials made from? That is actually also affecting their decisions in making the packaging for you. But what I'm trying to say here is that everything's eventually not only by them, but it's also lives on your hand. So we provide all these products. For example, we upcycle, support upcycling for fishnets. So fishnets actually contribute 60 to 70% of ocean's waste. So whatever you see just then earlier, this is 30% to 40%. The biggest one is actually the fishnets. And this fishnet obviously caught, all these animals, and so instead of throwing it in the oceans once they are, no longer good to be used by the fishermen, we purchase it from them, and we collaborate with the women community to handmade them and making it a shopping bag, And by doing that, we actually, directly reducing the plastic, or the fishnets, and at the same time creating values for the women community to then be able to support their family by selling it or by working on it. So that's just one of the products that we actually trying to do. Beside, of course, we upcycle plastic waste, like if all those plastic bottles, etc. We will then melted it and recreate a recycled plastic. Again, trying to reduce directly the waste of unused plastic, and try to making it into another plastic. It is not the best options, but then it helps in the circular economy way to directly, instead of throwing all the way, like all the plastic straight away to the ocean, we'll collect them, wash it, and again, make it into a recycle, something that can be useful. Okay, and sorry. I'm just going to share you another of my screen. I would like to actually have a little, while I'm doing this, I would like you to have a little thought, like at least 2 minutes or 3 minutes of your own, and think about what you would like to do for our Earth, and what can you contribute. The best one, can we actually do like a small quiz later on, Raymond? The best one, we will give a nice gift for you.
Sure.
Yeah, because I would like, all the friends here to be, a creative, and please do, after all these facts, please do think about what you would like to do in order to contribute. It doesn't have to be a grown-up's decision. It could be your as a future generations. Okay. So while I'm doing and talking, please do start your, thinking. I know you guys are good in multitasking, So yeah, while I'm, sharing what I'm actually will share with you today. So those are just rough of things that we do. We also work on scientists to create a better packaging. So if you see on the left, it's actually made of seaweed. So if you probably do a research, seaweed is one of the highest carbon footprints absorber compared to trees. They can start absorbing the carbons from their early, like 3 months old, and they can start doing the job. While compared to trees, probably will take them a couple of years to actually start absorbing more carbons. By working with scientists, we help supporting commercialize their products in order to, offer it to the market on, and then it's pretty new. I totally get it because I think plastic is more common, but then this is the future options. You're probably more aware that nowadays, you know, instead of meat, there are so many vegan burger, mushroom, lab meat grown, you know, stuff like that. And that is going to be the future because cow actually contributes 60% of the carbon footprints compared to the industrial like plastic. So all these numbers, you know, whatever we eat every day. So let's say you opt for beef compared to, let's say, vegetable or mushroom, you know, you need to be more aware that this is the carbon footprints that you're actually wasting on. So we also support the children education in Sumatra by selling the bamboo. There's a bamboo straw. I think that's something we can also give it to the children here. And also plant trees to neutralize our carbon footprints in the operational, so that we try to be, you know, as low as possible. We reuse all the packagings, you know, refuse any plastic wrapped, and we just reuse everything that we can in terms of deliveries. And also we train ladies to create fashion products from plastic waste and selling it as a really fashionable product. You can have a look at it in our website later on. So have you guys started thinking?
Yes, Kaiwan. What are
Not
we
yet?
going to do? Yes, Kaiwan.
I actually don't know.
Okay, then you have to start thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Warren?
Yeah, no worries. Take your time. So those are, feel free to also ask questions eventually if you would like to know further on, you know, other things. I'm just going to show you the fishnets bags. This is the mini versions that you can use, again, reuse it as a shopping bag. Okay, this is just how roughly it looks like. And I also like to share a little tips for you, you know, in order to hopefully live more sustainably after this webinar. So I think action speaks way better than words. So I think it's about time for all of us to contribute on what we can do about it. All right, so we have several cute infographics. You know, it's not that complicated, but I think it could be a useful.
I think it's good now for you guys to think about it, because next year Set 2, you might do D&T, right? Design technology or some project work. So you can get this one stone kill three birds once, something new using eco-friendly. And I think all schools are talking about eco-friendly sustainability. You can use this as part of your project. So if you need any help from this project, you can anytime WhatsApp to Uncle Raymond, or you need any materials that you think is useful for you for your projects. We can give advice, or even maybe can sponsor and contribute to help you. Because ultimately our aim here is to help you guys to be more advocate to eco-friendly, to change the mindset for the next few generations. I think Alex, you agree, Alex? But we have to change, we have to take away the concept of no more plastic, bring your own bottle, container. And you know, if we can cycle as much as you can. I think yesterday you all saw the very beautiful car, where it's very high-tech, right? But the only thing I find that no point you got so high-tech car, but you're still burning fossil fuel, right, Kaiwan? True not, Shuyang? Right, no point you have a beautiful car. In fact, this morning, before I start the lesson, got this very nice truck that you can move your house from one place to another place in China. But then again, is it eco-friendly? That is the ultimate. You can design the best thing, but you are not sustainability. So maybe you guys can start thinking, give an idea. Like yesterday, like when you talk about your guns, your box, something like that, I can't remember, right? And then Warren, Warren is not involved. Shu Yang, you talk about some jug or mug, right? About drinking water, right? You know, you guess what? Yesterday, I shared it with my PE4 student. You know, those kids will say, wow, they're so clever. I changed it from a sugar base into water to make people to drink, so reduce diabetes. So this is an idea. Well done. All right, back to you, Fanny. So.
Yeah, sure. It's all right. Yeah, I'm just gonna share, you know, a little information on how long until it's actually gone. So whenever you're buying those plastic bottles outside, when you're leisuring with your friends or with your family, you know, you have to think that it will last, you know, at least 450 years to 1,000 years. And bear in mind that those plastic will not be disappeared, but actually will just cracked into a smaller pieces, and we call it microplastics. And microplastic is almost impossible to remove from the water systems that we have. Okay, and the fishing line, the one that we're trying to tackle on, obviously, again, you know, takes, because it's all plastic, it's supposed to last forever. Toilet rolls, cigarettes butts, plastic bags, obviously, diapers, milk cartons, cans, plastic straws. Okay, so these are whatever you're taking today, this will last for, you know, for these years. And I would like you to think about it whenever you know, you're going to buy your snack, you know.
Whether do you still want to use the
snacks
straw?
Is again made from this plastic. Yeah, the inside is there's a aluminium thing, and just so you know, it is impossible to recycle it. It's easier for us to recycle like pure plastic, like shopping bags, rather than those multi-layers snack bag. So the best option is either making it your own, or if you like cooking, maybe some of you, or bring your own bag and buy it from those that is selling it in box, means buying it in kgs, you know, and however, you can bring your own plastic containers or whatever containers you have at home, and again, reuse it so that you don't trash. Again, this is a very simple, you know, way for you young children to start noticing not just your games or your gadgets, you know, but actually the real key in order to in humanity is actually how we connect to the nature, you know. And if you go for holiday, maybe, you know, in the future, you know, think about, imagine those nice beaches. Like I went to Bali for surfing last year, and the basic, you can go to the Instagram and check out the documentary, and the beach are basically covered with all the plastic waste. And it's so sad because I don't want to, you know, surf with all these plastics, you see. So these are the effects that directly affecting us as well, because we can't then enjoy the nature. Eat sustainably. So for those who always doesn't finish your food, you know, if you go and buy your own food, always, if you think you can't eat that much, always try to reduce it, and always requesting half the rice, half the, you know, whatever you think you couldn't finish, you know. Always try to bring your own container. It's a little troublesome in the beginning, but it's just like a habit. It's going to be like you carrying your phone every day, you see. All right, so I think it's, you know, you wouldn't forget about it, right? So again, it's the same thing, containers or your own tumblers and cutleries, you know, it's all just a habit. And shopping bags, you know, so whenever you shop in Singapore, you know, you always refuse, oh, I don't need the shopping bag, you know, you then bring your own shopping bag and just reuse it, whatever materials you have, it doesn't matter, whatever prints, it doesn't really matter, you know. And this is something in the showering, is something that Army always do, is to shorten the shower for those who shower for like a long time, maybe girls with the long hairs, or, you know, maybe even guys. Yeah, please do shorten the showers to save water as well. And always try to reduce or recycle. Maybe, I know that there's not much, there's only a recent partnership by Eco-Friendly with Alba, where they will eventually recycle your electronic waste. So if you have old cables, old phones, of electronic gadgets, all kinds of electronic stuff that you don't use anymore, instead of ending up in your cupboard for years, you can just drop it in their Dropbox everywhere. Now I think they're pretty wide, nationwide, like in NTUZ, you know, and some others. You can check out their location in their Instagram. And, you know, by contributing that, you can also, again, reduce your waste, and also getting some rewards. And hopefully you can help you to start a more sustainable lifestyle. You can also do a donations if you have old clothing or anything that you think is still possible for other people to reuse. Check out some other donation centers. If you would like to plant a tree, please do so. Yeah, and check out some, again, other application like Susgain, where they are focusing on the sustainability, and they will plant tree for you whenever you sign up with them. Again, they're also our partners, and you can get rewards and discounts and stuff like that when you do so in their apps. And remember to always turn, this is something, again, easy, but people rarely use it. Sometimes we open the tap too hard, like the water flows so harsh, so maybe slow it down as well, and always make sure that it's off after you turn it off after you use it. And whenever you want to buy something, again, shop with a conscience. So basically you really think if you really need it, or especially young girls, we love shopping, I get it. And yeah, just think that, do you really need it? And if it's a fashion, is the material sustainable? Because majority of the clothes that you buy in the really fast fashion are made of polyester, and polyester release microplastic whenever you wash it at home. So again, all those things, I'm glad I see Kaiwan is drinking from reusable bottles. I think most kids should be, yeah. Yay. I know there is plastic, but if it lasts for years, it's fine. It's doing its job. All right. So, so let's say I still have about 5 minutes. Perhaps I'm going to share one last layout that probably some tips that you can go to. Again, bring your own shopping bags, cutleries, cups or tumblers or reusable water bottle, exactly like what your friend does. And then reusable, making everything reusable. Reuse all packagings as well. So let's say you happen to buy this jam, and it always ended up with a glass bottle, like a glass jar. So just rewash it, and maybe you can put in some small accessories or stationaries, things like that, decorate it if you'd like, So we always try to reuse whatever waste that we eventually created. Lunchbox, I think probably also, I don't know if some schools bring their own, kids bring their own, or maybe they purchase from school. If the school using the reusable plates, awesome. But if it's not, then maybe you can start thinking about bringing your own. And then if you like doing your own products, you can also start doing it. And again, always choose plastic-free alternatives. So like woods, like in eco-friendly, we do have woods. And however, you only go for an upcycled one, which is a leftover pieces of woods that is no longer being used. And then we create some nice phone stands, organizer, etc. So that's roughly, and yeah, that's something you can probably think of. So yeah, we still have 4 minutes, Raymond. Perhaps we can ask each of the friend here and think, what do you all, would like to do in order to contribute to our environment?
Sure, let's go around. Yes, Han Ling, what do you think after watching and listening to Miss Fanny? What's your thought?
Like, the environment is a very delicate and fragile thing. It's like we're holding a glass cup in our hands, and if we pour like hot water in it, it will shatter. If we press it too hard, it will also shatter. So like we need to take good care of the environment.
Wow, very delicate way of describing the earth itself. Well done, well said. Thank you. Ricky, what do you think?
I feel like whatever we are doing now is causing a lot of harm to the earth, and probably will cause like the rest of the generation in the future to be kind of like experiencing a lot of worse stuff. So we can probably try to be more eco-friendly before it's too late.
Thank you. So start from you, Vicky. So the next generation lies in your hand, okay?
Yes,
Yes,
and
thank you
I
so
to quicken the time because it's I think running out. Can you just say one thing that you would like to do, like committed to do, in order to contribute? Like Kaiwan, he doesn't have to say, he showed it already. He used a reusable bottle. So well done, Kaiwan. Okay, Kaiwan is already passed. Okay, so yeah, what about the others?
Shu Yang. There's no right or wrong answer. Yes, Shu Yang. Yeah, type it. Or yeah, second. Yes. Yes, Shu Yang.
Not so sure.
I can't hear. We can't hear you. Sorry.
I haven't thought through about it yet.
Haven't thought about it. Okay, no problem. Okay, so how about Warren?
I think does me using a glass cup count?
Yes.
Yeah, I use a glass cup.
Awesome.
So that's what one thing you want to do. What is the one thing you want to do using glass?
Yep. Using a glass cup, yeah,
Okay.
it's good in a way.
Jamie.
And glass is actually the safest. You can put hot water in the plastic doesn't leach, So yeah, it's great options. Just like the old time.
Yes. Jamie, your answer? What's the one thing you like to do?
Use metal straws.
What's that?
Use metal straws.
Oh,
Use
yes.
metal straw.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Tianyu.
You bring your own container when you go out to like tapao.
Go and tapao. Okay, thank you. How about Jovan?
Use a wooden toothbrush.
Hey, I'm using that, no? My boss gave it to me using the wooden toothbrush. I enjoy it, no, seriously. I've been using it, but she still haven't supplied me enough. Just kidding. Okay. Yes, wooden toothbrush. I agree with you. In fact, I feel better by using that instead of plastic. Thank you, Jovan. Alex, your turn.
I guess the next time I go out, like I'll use like a lunch box instead of using the like one time like styrofoam.
Okay, well done. Good. Pingshan.
Use more recyclable items like recyclable bags.
Okay. So next time shopping, you can get from Uncle Raymond. Okay, Long Jie.
I'll try to use more reusable bags when I go shopping with my parents.
Yeah, good. Please also advise them with that. It really helps. So if you're taking the lead as an example, it will be beautiful. Thank you, Long Jie. Thank you, Qian Ru. I can't hear you, sorry, because it's cutting out from there. Yes, Qian Ru.
I will bring a reusable bag along.
Good. Okay, well done. Use it. Okay, Kaiwan, I know Fanny said no need to use it, but maybe from you, Kaiwan, what would you do that one thing you like to do?
Probably just use recyclable materials and like kitchen utensils and stuff like that.
Okay. Did I miss anyone? Thank you. Shu Yang, do you want to say anything? Still thinking?
Reduce the usage of like hard copy books since
reducing
they
those.
contribute a lot. So like,
yeah, reducing what? Sorry again.
Reducing the use of hard copy books and switching to ebooks.
Really? Yeah, are you saying reducing the books? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that means you're using hard copy books. So How will you use the books? E-books? Good idea.
Because it reduces the amount of materials needed to like it reduces the amount of like production exhaust waste and the amount of like environment materials we get from the trees. So like there'll be a
I agree. As what's happening now is that, people printing name cards, right? I'm using recyclable name cards, okay? Using that to reduce the waste. Yeah, I think I would still like to read books rather than e-books, but I think using paper, that kind of pulp to print, maybe we can use the recycle it and do it. Okay, well done. This is a good suggestion, like yesterday, the water and this one. Did I miss anyone? No, right? So everyone has a chance to say something, right? Right. So, yep. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Would you like to take a group photo?
Yeah, sure. Come, please show your face. Qian Ru, thank you. Yes.
Jamie and Chen Han Lin is still half face and Bing Shan. Show your beautiful and handsome faces. Face.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so that's much better.
Yes.
Okay, Jamie.
Jamie, I can't see you.
Yeah, probably lower the camera.
Oh, you can just stand up for a while first. We're going to stand this up.
Yes, stand up is okay too, yeah.
You can stand up, Jamie, for a while, please. Thank you. Jamie, we still can't see you.
Much better. Thanks, Bing Shan. Chanru, Jamie. Oh, Jamie.
Jamie, can you bring down your camera? Thank you. Don't be shy. Jamie is always shy. As we pass you, this very shy, And purposely show her hair to me some more.
Sure.
Okay.
All right then.
Thank you, everyone. Please give Fanny a round of applause with your emoji.
Thank you so much, everyone, for having.
Thank you so much, boss. Thank you, Fanny. Thank you.
Yes, looking forward for to pick a winner. Raymond, please do pick a winner for me. And I wish you all the best for your study. And looking forward. Ricky is really tired now. Obviously, he needs to take a break. Yeah. And yeah, I'll see you around sometime. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Fanny. Thank you, boss. Bye bye. See you. Thank you. Bye. Okay, guys, we'll go for a 10 minutes break. We'll be back at 10:59, okay? Then we'll continue. All right, see you in 10:59. Thank you.
Uncle Raymond, are you still there? Uncle Raymond?
I'm here.
Yeah, what winner again? What winner was it?
Huh? Sorry?
What winner?
What winner?
Yeah, what winner?
Oh, later I'll discuss with my boss. He says I'll give from Eco-Friendly. The thing is that how do I give the gift to you all? You get me now?
No. What competition?
Oh no, it's just that we want to pick a winner for whatever you all suggest. That's all.
Wait, so yesterday I wasn't here. The things that you guys suggested.
Yesterday don't have, only today, my dear. Only today. 就今天才
Also the stuff that we suggested just now.
A bit only lah. That's not all. Only the last part. Sorry. I turned on my video. Okay, go for your breakfast later. I'll tell you more. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks. When you don't need to go break Go for a break toilet break Okay. Oh, Tianyi, thank you so much. When I say turn on the camera, you're the first one to turn on. So kind of you. Thank you so much. Sir. My boss was asking me who is the winner, and the winner, drum roll, please. Hello, I say drum roll, not lion dance. Oh, sorry. I say drum roll. Excuse me. Oh, okay, I play. Ladies and gentlemen, and the winners, everybody. Yeah, I think all of answers are very good, to be honest. But I think I don't mind, no biasness. I told my boss I don't want to choose anybody because it will be very biased. In fact, all the answers are very good, to be honest. But if you ask me personally, the one who cannot give me the answer initially, the last person who gave me the answer, Shu Yang, I really like your answer. Because I will be a bit biased here, not because of you, but because I love to read books. And there's this essay, I think, from IP students, I think from Hwa Chong, I can't remember which school it is. They were talking about books and e-books. Which one do you think, which one do you prefer? So to me, I've been reading e-books quite a lot. I cannot take it because of the, Shu Yang, the radiation, the glandness, things like that, right? So I still like the books as in, I can still find like a书, can flip the books. Yeah, I know e-books you can flip now. Of course, you don't have the feel, right? But I think I like the ideas like by the books changing to other ways, the hardcover. Sometimes is it necessary to have hardcover, or is it better that you come out of books that is like a recycle using certain cover made of certain recyclable things and more interesting? But because people still like to hold a book and feel good about the cover, so the material they use, okay? Like Jamie also suggests something, kind of recycle things. Most of you use a recycle bag, which is true. Now, if everyone would be like you using a recycle bag and going out, that would be a beautiful thing. So on Wednesday or Tuesday, I went to IKEA. I was sitting there waiting for my wife. I saw this video about this IKEA. Also work with the Sri Lanka and the India about how they do the cotton planting, how they helps the people to be sustainability at home back in their country, Sweden. So I think also Jovan also good ideas. Hong Jie also, please turn on your camera, everybody. Okay, I all the ideas is have a short discussion by WhatsApp. Oh, okay, so the three of them are looking at the video later on. So to me, all the answers are very good. Of course, Kai Wen is very smart, purposely drink in front of my boss with the recyclable water bottle. No, I know you are unintentional, okay? Because since day one, now you see drinking again. Every day drink one. Sometimes I'm wondering, are you born in the water dog? You are born in the year of dog, right? Then, Rooster.
It's the year of the rat.
The year of the rat, man. Oh, yeah. 你是水鼠啊? The water rat, so you drink so much water. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Sorry, if you ask me, I think among all the answers are all winners. But I find that I find that Shu Yang, you always think really very extraordinary. From an ordinary thing, you can think extraordinary. Like the water, I tell you, it's very good idea, to change it from the water, sugar base. And my P4 student, yesterday afternoon when I share with them, they are so excited. So they ask, can you ask that got color one or not? Then what color you want? What, rainbow ice cream, but still water? Yeah, but then, you are depriving people, you bluff people one day. These primary school students are new to like you, right? So always is a good idea. But guys, thank you for your suggestions, and we look forward. The new store will be open in Plaza Singapura. You can visit us coming December, upstairs at 3rd floor. So the winners will be there getting their prizes. Wherever it is, we'll decide on later on. But whether winners or not, at the end of the day, you are the winners who change the whole entire cost of to be eco-friendly. Because the next picture shows you this. Okay, do you want our parents and children to suffer in the next few generations like this? Okay, I would not want to. So my dreams, Kai Wen, is to open up a school in Myanmar Okay, my godson is actually a Burmese, but he's now in Singapore. The daddy is a Burmese, the mommy is a Mongolian. So I call M&M. Not the M&M chocolate. Okay, well, correct. Myanmar and Mongolia is M&M, right? So I would like to open, and then some of my students and friends say, Raymond, why do you want to open this kind of school, a kind of free school to another country like Vietnam, Cambodia, Myanmar? In fact, 2 years ago, I was supposed to go to Cambodia to give up my books and teach them, but because of COVID-19. Why? Very simple question. I think Singapore has enough sponsorship, enough people who help a lot of children in Singapore. So I think we should spread the wing and the arms to different parts of the world to show what Singapore is good at. Last night, I attended one of the talk by Vanguard and SG Assist. Guys, please write down SG Assist. It's a volunteer service where they allow volunteers to take care of those old folks at home who cannot go for vaccinations, no one take care of. So one of my MP, Miss Carrie Tan, was inside there. I think now you know where I'm staying already. So we are talking about people who are now suffering. We are lending a helping hands to others. So Singapore has a lot of people helping one another. And one of the founder from SG Assist, was it Vanguard, saying that after traveling around the world, they really find that Singaporean 有人情味. Vicky, you know what is 人情味, right? Vicky, you know what is 人情味? 我闻不到你的味道。国人，你懂什么是人情味 right? We are very humane, right? Seriously, I think 就是所谓善良不正下梁歪啊。Right, monkey see, monkey do. We have good people around us. 你听过这个成语吗？这句成语“路不拾遗”，听过这句成语吗？听过吗？舒阳、天宇听过吗？“路不拾遗”的意思是什么？你懂吗？千如、龙杰、翰林、炳胜，炳胜你应该听过了啊。“路不拾遗” That means whatever you put on the floor, nobody will come and take. The owner, after forgot already, came back and take their things. That was in one of the idioms in China. When this guy went to a village, they found that everyone put their things on the floor, but nobody touched it. And that shows how the country or the place is very peaceful. Look at these 4 pictures here, seriously. Okay, no races, they can tell from where. This is definitely in our country, Southeast Asia, around our region. That means our neighboring brothers. If everyone would be living like you, Chen Ru, Warren, Chen Xi, if you are listening, Yang Ting, Shu Yang. Okay, why I say the girls, realize most of them are ladies. I just realized all the underdeveloped countries, the women are always the one who suffer more than the men. Agree, not Alex? Very unfair, huh? 天宇、龙姐也 agree 了 ，Jovan 也 agree。我们这些男人做什么？那边那些男人什么臭男人啊 I cannot take it, no, seriously. You realize that every time I think at least got 70% are women or girls. Good thing, where are the guys? Then you can see the guy go out to work. Yeah, maybe I don't know, but look at the next picture. Very sad, This is what pollutions are wasting food, and global warming is going to happen. And this picture is not using Photoshop. No Photoshop to describe this polar bear. This is a real polar bear like this. 他不是在减肥OK, that day 我 interview 他他跟我讲仁兄我真的要找鱼吃了。Then I asked him, really 你们这些人的鸡蛋糕害我没得吃了。我不定国人 you believe I interviewed him? He silently WhatsApp me saying, yeah, uncle, I believe you like real. Warren, don't be so serious. Look at the picture. I know you feel upset about it. Mother Earth is dying. Okay, there's this picture here. You see this lady, this girl, is it another girl? Okay, taking out like a carpet, sweeping inside all the bottle. It came out in one of the comprehension passage. Excuse me, whether you're express or IP student. It came out in one of the comprehension passage in one of the school. What do you mean by this? This one also, I think, one of them. It's like putting a bottle, you what? you engrave the poor wheels without a limitations of movement. And this girl was like sweeping under the carpet. It's like sweeping under the oceans. What does it mean? What is the implications? The earth is not dying, it is being killed. And those who are killing it have names and address. You agree with me? I like the way he said that, Jovan. Agree not? It's just like Uncle Raymond. I also use styrofoam, Han correct. I also use plastic, true not? Can you? I also use a lot of toxic things. I also drive car. I also pollute. So my name is Raymond. I'm staying in this place, correct now? If I have to tell you I'm staying in Yishun, all right? So some of you are in Yishun, you know. Okay, I'm staying in Yishun, right? Look at this guy. What he says very, very true. The climate has no borders. I like this. So use words like, now coming to this lesson here, it's not about understanding how to improve yourself. You must be more creative. Like the past 3 days, okay, why you learn the language? Why you think that words are more important than numbers? Why you think that there's a strength and where's a weakness turn to strength? The threats will be always there, ladies and gentlemen. The threats will be always there. You can turn your weakness to strength. Don't look it as your weakness will be forever there. Okay, your weakness will eventually turn to strength, but your strength, can it turn to weakness? Possible. It's only when you're lazy and you lack of motivations. So this is I'm putting all the picture here is because I want to tell a story. UN Climate Change Conference in United Kingdom 2021. What is the difference when we call United Kingdom and England? Now, United Kingdom comprises of 4 countries. Can you tell me which are the 4 countries? Back to you, Long Jie. If you are not sure, you can pass, okay? Which are the 4 countries? Long Jie.
Oh, I don't know.
Sorry?
Or pass.
Okay, Han Ling. Han Ling. Which are the 4 countries?
What?
Sorry?
Is my mic working?
The mic not working, but I can hear you. No worry.
Is it working? Is it working?
Yes, it's working.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which 4 countries were considered as United Kingdom?
I'm not sure.
Okay, how about Taiwan?
I think it's Britain, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales.
Yes.
If I'm not wrong.
Yes, it's Wales, England. We don't call Britain.
Oh, yeah.
England. England, Scotland, Wales, and one more, and it's called Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
Okay, so these 4 countries considered Great Britain or United Kingdom. So these 4 countries forms United Kingdom. And it starts in Glasgow, in Scotland. I cannot take it when Scottish people speak to me. Okay, the Scottish people talk English. I really cannot understand what are they talking. Seriously, they speak through their nose. Seriously, don't look at me how they speak. You don't believe, you go and Google it. Seriously, all right, I can't. The one of the best people who speak good English, of course, from England. We don't talk about England now, which is Queen Elizabeth herself. Okay, but the next one is not Wales or not even Northern Ireland. Australia is no way. How you pronounce Jamie? Jamie, how you pronounce DATA? DATA. How you pronounce?
Data.
Data, right? In Australia, they pronounce as data. Why kita roti plata? No, serious. The Australian people pronounce data as data, which is not wrong, right? DA is da, TA is data. Seriously, I have ex-colleagues who are graduate from Australia. When we have meeting, they pronounce as data. My colleague was asking, 他讲什么？什么 data？ 哪里有？ Okay, so I find it one of the best in the next beside England will be New Zealand. Seriously, because I have a very good New Zealander teachers when they are teaching me in my JC, okay, A-level. So back to this, you see that together for one planet, you can see they use the hydro, not hydro. Was this hydro? This not hydro, windmill, sorry. The wind power. And we are watching you. As you can see, the candle is burning inside the U, the O's here. And this global wind energy coalitions. Oh, by the way, guys, okay, eco-friendly will take internship. That means there are people who want to come in to learn about eco-friendly. And then at the end of the day, you can get your testimonial. I think Alex will know about Liang Ling, right? Liang Ling. And then like Alex himself of Vincent. So since you are with me for quite a long time, so if you guys want to do anything, you want to get a testimonial from Uncle Raymond of Eco-Friendly to prove that next time when you go out to work, you've done this, you have this, why not? You guys can start a small YouTube channel about eco-friendly, or even you can come out a mascot, like a frog, a turtle, or a dinosaur, or something like that, or write a simple article and to advocate to support the environment. All this is also part of your testimony. It helps you guys, especially for those of you from IP students. Okay, you have to think to lead the roles among the thorns. You have to show that you are extraordinary from the ordinary places. So this is the one. Okay, from this one, take note, guys. You may have to see this for the next few years. There's a possibility that will come out in social study. Okay. Now, why they show the England? That's why I asked you United Kingdom. Okay, this part here is actually Republic of Ireland. So this part here will be Northern Ireland here. Okay, so what happened that is before it started off in 2015, it's called in Paris. Then the Paris in 2015 they moved to the United Kingdom, which is called the Glasgow in Scotland. So these two places took place where they are talking about the climate changes. Okay, you can see all the leaders, the global leader, including Mr. Lee Hsien Loong and Xi Jinping. Okay, Joe Biden, everyone's have to come in here. Look at these pictures. It shows a different part of this. The healthy and the very polluted earth. Together for our planet. I like these pictures. Okay, visual graphic text for express students. The earth is melting, the earth is dying. And then I like this sign. It shows that stop plastic waste. So some of you, when you see in your visual graphic tag for express students, okay, please take note that what I mean by this. You see, if you are not going to do something, take an actions and advocates to help the environment, you will look at the earth like melting. Eventually it's dying off, it's bleeding. So polluted by single use of plastic. Then you can see the earth like melting and then it's slowly coming out, you see? And is earth dying slowly? Yes, it is indeed. And you know, a lot of ministers in Singapore, including Lee Hsien Loong and some ministers, they come together with their GRC grassroots leader like myself. I'm a grassroots leader, okay? Some of my students even go to the grassroots club in Yio Chu Kang during exam period time, where I will be there giving free consultation, free tuitions. And after they finish, they have a free waffle and an ice cream because the restaurant is owned by my friend. As it's in grassroots club, if you can Google it, it's just beside Yio Chu Kang MRT station. So some students where they are coming for exam, by PSLE exam or O-level, okay, they want to find a quiet place to study. Yes. Don't look at it like Yio Chu Kang, that means beside Ang Mo Kio, right? But I'm staying in Tampines, no? I stay in Jurong. I stay in Woodland. I stay in Tanjong Pagar. As long as you don't stay in Sentosa, can already lah. You still can come, right? It's everything by MRT. Later, I'm going to Jurong East. So Singapore is so convenient. I even have a car. I don't even want to drive the car. Okay, so look here. I like this one. I really like this one. Seriously. It's like, this guy is coughing out everything plastic bag. When I saw this picture, it's like, oh my goodness, it's so cute, right? So guys, you can do something like that and put in your blogs, in your YouTube, in your Instagram, in your Facebook, anything. It's very, very useful. How you know, Jovan? Yes, it's common folks. Thank you, Warren. I just saw your answer. Thank you. I saw your answer. England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland. It's Northern Ireland, Warren. You cannot put Ireland. 如果你放 Ireland 就是错了，是 Northern Ireland. There's a difference. Republic of Ireland are 90% Catholic. Northern Ireland is about 70% Protestant. What you mean by that? This face feels so hard. 有人情味，仁义也是用来骂。有人情味，仁义也是用来骂人的话。对呀，对呀，对呀，你说的很好，真的真的，我现在看到，对不起。You go there often, Jovan? You stay around that area? I go there every Saturday. You can see me this Saturday if you want to. I'll be there at 6 o'clock. Okay? Uncle buy you a waffle, okay, for you, okay? Oh, no wonder. Okay, Jovan. Well, high five to you, man. Jovan. Every Saturday, my son will go swimming, and most of the time I'll be there either to go for my gym, but now I stopped really because I actually want to go for my Mr. Universe, Mr. Olympia. I won't stop laughing at me. I know, my goodness, you want 6-pack. Yeah, my son will say 1 big pack. Okay. All right, then you can see these poor guys putting oxygen masks. Jovan, small world, Jovan. Okay. You like the ice cream there, right? The spaghetti nice, huh? The gelato ice cream is very nice. The waffle is damn nice, really. Okay, so you see the poor guys putting oxygens, and then you see slowly, the skull. They show the devil, the evil side of it. And then I like this. I like this contrast between a handphone battery draining down into 1 bar. It's like the earth because of using too much electricity. This is a very good contrast. And I love this one. This is why the earth is dying. It's using a shaver to shave off the tree, right? Deforestation. Deforestation. Guys, why not instead of putting you of all these pictures where you go and eat, what you do, of course, nothing wrong in your Instagram and Facebook. You can go to my Facebook. I call FITI. Okay, I call it FITI. You know what's FITI? Then next time people ask you, what do you have? Okay, FITI stand for Facebook. I stand for Instagram. T stand for TikTok or Twitter. I stand for internet lah. Okay, so I call 50. So I like this picture very much, seriously. Next. All right, this is where, guys, if you are into geography, if you are into architect, okay, one of my ex-students from St. Margaret or Marymount Convent, I always confuse with these 2 girls' schools, sorry. One is a polka dot, one is a stripe, but both of them are green. Okay. So now she's in the 1st or 2nd year in NUS for architecture. She shared with me some of the ideas that how they changed. Now you see, buildings start to draw buildings or making buildings is no more the conventional way. These are the things here. And one of this year, I think is it this one or this one? I can't remember. One of the hotel in Chinatown. If you go to Chinatown MRT, the moment you come out is Park Way or is it Park Royal? Well, I tell you, the hotel is really like what do you call a city forest. Do you know this? Have you heard of this story? Can you Google it? The Hanging Garden of Babylon. Can you please know this? If you are history, you like history, the Hanging Garden of Babylon. What happened is that this queen used to stay in a very nice, full of flowers, the forest of flowers place where they like all the greenery. But one day when she married off to this king, and this king was staying in Babylon, a desert, so the wife missed the kind of environment that she has. So ultimately, you know what happened, okay? When the husband go and find all kind of exotic plants around the world and plant the garden on top of the rooftop just for his wife. So ladies and gentlemen, until today, Shu Yang, okay, I really like your idea. You look very nerd to me, but your ideas are so creative. And being nerd is good, Shu Yang, don't get angry, your uncle. Okay, if I say Shu Yang, you look very ah-beng to me, which is not very good already. Okay, Shu Yang, but you realize I like your so far, your past few days of creative ideas. Continue to be think out of the box. No, seriously. If any clown will tell you, Shu Yang, your idea sucks, it's ridiculous, you just keep quiet and make it a reality. And once this idea is so good, take the whole bloody award and stuck to their person's mouth. I mean, you don't do that, okay? Right? 不要看不起那些 ideas. No, this is what it means. So there's these possible ideas. Look at it, so nice. And now you know why all the HDB car park on top got gardens, right? That was few thousand years ago, the ideas there. Now it become materialized at Long Jie and steady. You see, behind your bed there, you can actually start hanging some plants. You know, plants give oxygen, right? Now, sometimes you play game, right? Was it you or Long Jie or whoever or Tian Yi, right? You all like to play game, right? So maybe hang some plant behind, absorb the radiations. Okay? Some people say put cactus inside the house can 辟邪, to walk off evil. This is feng shui plant also. So sometimes to have some greenery inside your room is very good. Or maybe you have some fishes. Fishes inside, put some water plants. That would be very good. No, serious. This one has been, if you go to the thousands of years in some of the movie, you'll see some of their plants got 铁树, got bamboo, okay? Okay, this is from Eco-Friendly that we always like to, when we talk to customer, okay, we also sell recyclable plant-based takeaway boxes. So every time Uncle Raymond will go to F&B, food and beverages, okay, Jovan, one of them is common folk lah, okay? I will talk to the boss to say that, hey, don't use styrofoam, use this one. Put your ice cream, right, Jovan, into this kind of box. So the boss say, if you put in this box, will it melt or not? Will it hold or not? True enough. Then I put the coffee in this kind of box plant. Will it be able to hold? Is it hot enough? Can you maintain the hotness? Like what Miss Fanny said, that we went through with a lot of scientists. We don't just sell these things without proper checking. So this is where, guys, you will be the next generation to improve even much better quality product. My generations are delaying, if possible, to slow down the process of pollutions. Your next generation have a very uphill task, is to 3P. Yes, I agree with you. To protect, to prevent, and to preserve. Okay, as you can know that what Miss Fanny said, that we have a Subskin at Alba. All right, so guys, if you want to get presents or prizes, okay, do feel free to go to Eco-Friendly. I'm not selling products. Just tell me you are my student. Uncle Raymond will give you a good discount. So because seasons are coming, so you want to buy things that is lastable and durable. Well, how are you going to do it? You not necessarily can go to Eco-Friendly. You can go to IKEA. You can go to the Daihatsu. Daiso has also recyclable product. You can go to Japan Home. You can go to some shop that is eco-friendly. Start buying eco-friendly things. All right. And when you set the role model, that is a different things. Okay, this is the one, guys. 2030, by then, how old are you, Pinchan? 2030. This is a plan, no? The government will not change. Please go to this green plan and study all this inside here. Well, it is very important because one for IP student, if you are in the geography lesson in Set 3, you have to know all this by heart. Is it by MOE, by this? Is by 2030, so Pingshan. Count for me.
Oh.
Wow, it takes so long to count. Who can tell me? So take note, all these are very important, you see. We are starting now in the process. By then you are 30 years old, right? Yuma? Around there, right? So clean and green, you see, 10 years ago, we already started, but nobody involved. But you see, the government set as a role model to have this MBS. And in fact, not really. Mr. Lee Kuan Yew is the first person to make Singapore as a garden city by every year. On the 1st of November, he will, by hook or by crook, no matter how his health is, even the last year of his health so bad, he still go and plant tree, you know. He really want to make Singapore really a clean and green environment. He really walked the talk, you know, seriously. Really seriously, like Xi Jinping now, you see that day I saw how Xi Jinping went through the military exercise and see the Hailu Kongshanjin, the air, land, and sea defense, how you went through. Okay, so 同志们辛苦了. And the soldier replied, 为民服务. This is what it is. Even though I'm not very supportive of communists, but the last part, 为民服务, that is the main thing. That is what we want. Same thing, you guys, you think you can't do anything, you do. Can you remember, can you imagine, sorry, Hanley, after 10 years later, you graduate from NUS. So the first thing the interviewer asks you, what have you done? You say, since young, I already have this, the passion and love to take care of the environment. People say when I was 14 or 13, I'm too young to do it, but I really start doing it. You can go to my Facebook and my Instagram to take a look. And that's how I started off. When you are talking about eco-friendly children, we as an adult, we will look at you, 另眼相看. We'll look at you as a leader. We'll look at you as someone who is going to have a vision as a goal and objective. Agree or not, Taiwan? You see Mr. Lee Kuan Yew planting the tree, even, use the spray to clean the street. And at that time, the street is really very filthy, very dirty. I'm telling you the truth. Okay? Every time my mom bring me to the Waterloo Street, the 四马路观音庙, every time I have to bypass the North Bridge through the river, can tell you, the smell is worse than chou tofu 10 times. Alex, Warren, seriously, as how bad smell is. But Lee Kuan Yew managed to clean the whole entire river, the Clarke Quay and the Boat Quay. It's really very filthy, damn smelly. And you see, the father do this, the son also do this. This was the father, and this was the son. And you can see they've been doing it for the past 50 years in Singapore. Some of you might ask me, why you show me this one for what? Okay, okay, Singapore, click green. This will affect you in your Set 3 social study. 80% here in this class will be doing social study. The other 20% may not doing social study, but it will affect in your comprehensions or even your visual graphic text. Take note that this mascot, the frog here, why they use the frog, you can think of it. Why? Is it because of extinct? So what is English paper 3? Yesterday we talked, okay, now so much about this green environment. So now come back to English paper 3. Yesterday, Alex, I think you missed out. We talked about the first sentence of each paragraph, right, Taiwan? Right? Hanling, we also talked about first sentence of each paragraph. Jovan also, right, Jovan? Or Warren, get it? The first sentence of each paragraph. Now, IP student, next year Set 2, you guys going to have a lot of text to read. You don't have the luxurious and honeymoon to sit there and slowly read. So the best is have the speed reading. You have to learn to do speed reading already. Warren, how to spell apple? I'm serious. How to spell apple?
A-P-P-L-E. A-P-P-L-E.
Oh my goodness. I heard, I don't know. Okay, now you are Set 2, coming Set 2, apple. By one look, you know how his apple looks like, right? Because you put A-P-P-L-E, the 5 alphabet, straight away you read apple, right? But can you imagine next time when your daughter is only 3 years old? Do you think straight away you can look the word apple, you spell apple? Do you know, right? She will do in this way. Mommy, A-P-P-L-E. Then 2 seconds. Oh, it's apple. Get it? But when she start to looking at the 26 alphabet to form into one word, is where she start to do the developing of a brain to read words by word in a very fast motion. So by 4 years old, you will say apple is red, right? You will not do A-P-P-L-E-I-S-R-E-D. You will straight away apple. Color should be red or green. Straight away you saw the word red. You don't need to put is ready. You know why? Because when you see apple is a singular, let's say apples are red. Get it now? This is a very small test for your children next time. So children, now you know why your parents every time want to 灌输你在小时候读很多书，就是这个道理。你现在不要读多一点书，整天玩 game please continue to 玩 game. Okay? But when you play the game, please make sure you read those sentences. My younger son was so horrible. Primary 1 and 2 cannot read well. Cannot do it. Even 屋子他讲五枝，草莓他讲草莓。My goodness, his Chinese is so horrible. So I forced him to read 草莓。他们好像老外在讲英文台文。我喜欢吃草莓，我的五枝我还可以给他6枝7枝。屋子他讲5枝。Oh my goodness. So guys, you see, for comprehension, your teenager will learn various strategy as some of you will want to continue with me for comprehension skills or whatever it is. Okay, now take note of this one, guys. Anyway, this will appear in your Google Classroom, all right? Right, anyway, it's in YouTube. Take note of these 7 skills. Express student, Tianyu, who else? Ricky, I can't remember who else. Hanling or Jovan or whoever. Or even the IP student. IP student mostly are factual, number 4, and number 6, as well as number 7. Okay, take note of this. So every time when you have a question or problem, ask yourself, hey, hello, excuse me, what is this? You see, like factual, why, where does the sun rise from? Why there is rain? Factual, right? It's factual question. Inference, what was Snow White doing just now? Infer, pointing to it. Next questions. Please use your own word to describe this sentence. I'm not able to settle down my mind. What does the author mean? When you say I'm not able to settle down my mind, means I cannot concentrate. I'm not focused. I'm distracted. The mountain is angry. What language did the passage use? The mountain is angry will be more personification. How can the mountain be angry, become a human? So the language used is personification. Ricky, don't tell me what language used? English language. Don't laugh, Ricky. I got a student like that. I got one student is that, why did the author angry? You know Xu Yang, how he replied Tianyi? I'm not the author, I don't know. My colleague was marking the paper, he was laughing all his way. I went to the room and said, 你笑什么? 你来看这个学生写的 answer. Why did the author angry? I'm not the author, don't ask me. Technically, he's not wrong. He was not wrong. Okay, so please use a phrase to quote. What does the author means? This is not the right time, or this is not the right moment to adjust the situations. What does the author mean? Quote. So this is not the right time. So you quote. This is not the right moment to adjust the situation. So what does the author mean? This is not the right time, or this is not the right moment. So you have to quote. Now vocab is the one that is the most tricky. Okay. So which is the italic? You can see, Alex. This is an ugly situation I'm having now. Which one is italic?
Ugly.
Ugly, right? Hey guys, be careful. Jamie and all of you, Warren, Bing Shen, Han Ling, and Joven, Tianyi, Ricky, and Chen Xi, Qian Ru, you are here, right? Okay, Qian Ru is out. Oh, Qian Ru out also. Just now Qian Ru was in, right? Okay, Qian Ru and Nigel. Take note, sometimes the word italic you might not be able to see clearly. Okay. You might not be able to see clearly because the words italic is not very clear. So as a result, you must be careful. If you are not sure which word is italic and you can't see clearly, please raise up your hand and ask your teacher, sorry, I really can't identify and differentiate which is italic. Nothing wrong, especially you are in the exam. Okay, you just ask them to point. It's nothing wrong. Sometimes the printing paper doesn't mean when they print the paper, sometimes one of the paper might be suddenly, for whatever reason, the paper print already. In fact, ugly become another word situation also tilted because of the printing. Okay, take note. Then you'll see, how come got 2, 3 words also crooked one italic like that? But the actual word is ugly. So be careful of this. So use 3 different types of methods. Okay, I will use 3 different methods for summary writing skills. My method is called the rapids. This was highly used in most of the school, and in fact in my previous school as well. Okay, so any questions? Thank you for today's lessons. Let's stop sharing. So we have covered the past 4 days of a lot of things. Tomorrow is the last day about leadership. Okay, so what I want you to do for today is that you think of maybe a way, write down somewhere if you can, and put it in the Google Classroom. What is the one thing you like to do to save the earth? What's the one thing you like to do to start now to make yourself much better in learning process? Okay, like the one in the summary skills, the 7 different types of questions. If you want to find out more, of course, you can ask me as well. And which skill do you think, like factual, inference, quote questions, summary questions, vocab questions, which one do you think you need to more emphasize on? In fact, all these 7 skills, next year is a very critical year because you will have mid-year and final year exam. So take note about this, okay? Right, so without further ado, thank you for your time. I will see you tomorrow, the last day, and I will announce the winner by tomorrow. Remind me, okay? Right, thank you. Let me stop the video.